Welcome to Exclusive Reviews. I'm David, the Speed Force guy.
And I'm Eric.
Today, this episode, we're going to be talking about two series. The first, the Gotham, and the second one, the Flash. They both aired.
DC.
Yeah, both DC. Really fresh episodes, series, and we're just gonna give our quick thoughts and
Tell you whether these shows are worth watching and whether they're accurate to the source material.
Exactly. So we're gonna give our opinions, and without further ado, let's start with Gotham.
Alright. All of you DC fans know Batman, but not everyone knows the origin stories. Now, this will not really have Batman at all, because it's taking place right when Martha and Thomas Wayne get killed. You're going to see Bruce. You're going to see when that happens. And it's interesting, because you've all seen the cartoon series and even the Batman Begins, how that happens. But they do a little bit different this one. Right away, the show drops in a lot of characters. First episode, you see Catwoman as a little girl. You see Ivy as a little girl. You see Edward Nygma as, well, he's not the Riddler yet. He's working for the police department. You see the Penguin. And you're just getting all these in one episode. I guess they're building a strong fan base right away. Now, James Gordon is played by Ben McKenzie. Those of you who watch the show Southland know who he is. Very strong actor, and I really like his way of being Gordon. And the show is pretty spot on, I'll say. I've seen the first 3 episodes, and they're pretty good. David saw a little bit. Talk what you think.
Well, I saw a brief few minutes. I saw the part where, they introduced the Catwoman or Catgirl.
Catgirl.
The girl actually, she's got cat-like features. She's
goggles.
Yeah, the goggles. Her eyes are green and they really chose a pretty good girl to play the young Catwoman role. And I saw the scene. Apparently, she sees,
she is there.
She's there when it happens, when Bruce's parents get murdered. Apparently, it's different because it's supposed to be a hit, right?
As of now, no one knows yet, but that's what it's insinuating.
Yeah, because Thomas gave him the wallet, gave him the money, and the pearl necklace, and then he gives that pause, like, okay. Boom! Like, all right, take you out, and take you out. To kind of make it seem like if it was a robbery.
Yeah.
So, and then you get Bruce. He's in shock. He actually grabs onto his dad. And he yells and his hands are covered in blood. I mean, it's a pretty graphic scene. Pretty strong scene. For television.
Definitely, this is going very well with the DC way of filming. If you remember The Dark Knight, it was pretty graphic as well. This show is pretty much right on par with that. Now, you're going to see a lot of mob hits, a lot of shootings, and a lot of stuff like that. It's definitely intended for more adult fan base, but it keeps you loyal fans who remember growing up with this. It keeps you guys around watching it. And the show's pretty dark, but it works because it's Gotham. And Gotham's not like Adam West's time, where the Joker is funny and all this. This is not what's happening.
Yeah, they're gonna stick to the more like kind of real life.
Realistic.
Yeah.
For those of you who are not comic fans, in reality, this is more like a cop show because you're following Gordon the whole time.
Yeah.
You're following him solving the crimes and doing all this.
It's a DC CSI version of the
law.
The law. Yeah, Law and Order kind of.
Pretty much.
So
check it out. Definitely, it's caught my attention in 3 episodes, and it's only going to grow from here.
All right, and now we're going to talk about the Flash series. I saw episode 1. I think I would like to say about like a month ago. We got a little sneak peek preview of it.
He's got hookups in the Flash world.
Yeah, of course, you know me. The first episode was great. Obviously, if just flat out say it right away, it was great. It definitely has a little of the source material. They stuck to source material in a few, but they went a little liberal with some of the names and the circumstances that what happened. It takes place right off the bat. Barry Allen, young kid. he witnesses the death of his mother. You are like, to Flash fans, you know that it's Professor Zoom or the Reverse Flash, because you see something spinning, going around, circling Barry's mother. It's has a yellow tint, yellow color, so obviously it's Professor Zoom. And then you see Barry's dad come in, which the actor's name, I not quite can't remember the actor's name, but he played the Flash in the '90s series, so I like that. You know, they bring little, you know,
Nice
homage
nod,
to the
yeah.
'90s, to that show. And you get little Easter eggs here and there. You got a Gorilla Grodd moment there where you see like a cage and it's, you know, kind of broken, and that he escaped from the lab. The villain was okay, you know. It was pretty much how just Barry just trying to get used to his powers and trying to control them. You see, you know, he goes to the lab where everything started, where the explosion occurred, where it gave everyone their powers. It stuck, you know, pretty close to the source material, and the action sequences were okay. CGI was decent. I mean, it's a series, and it's the first series, the first episode, so it definitely, you know, a good show to start watching. It's just came out, so you got a great opportunity to catch up. So
Now, I'm not a huge Flash fan, mainly because I don't know much about him. To me, the Flash was Wally West because he came out in Justice League.
yeah,
So, as a newcomer to the Flash world, would you say the first episode really draws you in?
definitely draws you in. I mean, there's also a love interest there going on between Barry and Isis West. A little hint that, you know, Wally West. You know, so there's definitely a connection going on there, because, you know, Wally West is, I believe, the nephew of Barry Allen. So there's going to be, you know, correlations there. So, you know, it's definitely a good show. I mean, if you want to get into the Flash and you want to learn a little bit more, you know, get to know his abilities. You know, he doesn't just run fast. He has other abilities that are pretty cool. You know, give it a chance, and I'm pretty sure you'd like the show.
Definitely, and you can definitely catch all three of the DC shows: Gotham, Flash, and Arrow.
Yeah.
They're on different days:
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Set your DVRs, whatever you can. Check them out.
One thing I'd like to point out that even though the Flash and the Arrow series are in different days, there is going to be some
Yeah.
crossovers. You know, Flash to the Arrow series and Arrow to the Flash series. So we saw it in episode 1 of the Flash where he was talking to Arrow on the rooftop, and you know, it's just they're hinting that there are going to be crossovers. So that's pretty interesting and pretty exciting, because that's pretty much never been, you know, you don't see that too often.
Only in cartoons.
Yeah,
but
so
definitely, it's a great time to be a superhero fan with all these movies and shows.
Yeah.
And I look forward to catching them all and getting into these stories. All right, guys. Till next time, this is Exclusive Reviews.
and may the Speed Force be with you.
This time it actually applies.